In the hushed hollows of a map not drawn straight, outsteps a radiant young girl burdened by her fate. In some places she knows her every wish can take flight, while in others she's berated, forbidden, and hidden from light. She is imprisoned by her identity, a shell of who she could become. She is bound and confined. Her narrative will always produce the same outcome. In another life, she would be an advocate for every girl's fundamental rights, igniting a fierce revolution that would surely terminate this unjust fight. How are you truly meant to flourish in this world if your rights are determined by the outlines of a map unfurled? For sexism and misogyny have become societal tradition through centuries of intolerance and imposed submission. In cultures that teach her to disappear or conform, she understands she is no match for this malicious storm. With disgust in their eyes, they criticize. A girl in the margins is forced to disguise. Young girls in Afghanistan are no longer able to circulate freely, and 34% of those in Sudan are forced into marriages illegally. In Nepal, an estimated 15,000 girls are abducted yearly. Rights are few and their innocence is stolen from them too early. Discrimination is a burden that succumbs to suppression. We are led to witness how society reverts to aggression. Enslaved young girls losing their virginity before their first tooth, honor killings, and little resistance in the face of this truth. There are classrooms with windows that let in the sun, where little girls' voices are heard and aspiration can run. In Pakistan, young Malala dares to fight for a girl's education while the Taliban's bullets rain down on her in brutal frustration. 1979, China's one-child rule brought endless pain. Abortions of baby girls, their lives were needlessly slain. Female babies abandoned or discarded to die. Millions of mothers sterilized, forced to comply. In 2024, the mass rape case of Giselle Pellicot unfolds. She stood bravely in court, let her story be told. The perpetrator, her husband, and 50 other men drugged and raped her in her own bed. Their cries for justice and vindication are left unheard. Their stories are lost and accountability is deferred. Will there ever come a day where a young girl's ambition is not disdained and diminished due to sexist tradition? The tale of our twisted heritage is truly inexcusable. The number of missing and murdered Indigenous women is deplorable. The government's reaction to the truth is to stifle and smother while families are left without the presence of a sister, mother, or daughter. The poisonous touch of chauvinism continues to infiltrate long after it began. Like in 1989, when a Montreal gunman crafted and executed his despicable plan, 14 young women shot and killed, their lives cut short, their dreams unfulfilled. A silence has fallen on the frontier of equality for all nations. Our culture's values do not align with those written in legislation. Oppression is a perpetual churning in the subcurrents of civilization. It is inherently woven through humanity's crumbling foundation. The list of female victims is endless and ongoing. Hate crimes are on the rise and hostility is showing. Women are forced into perilous predicaments and battered while the missing implore us to exclaim that they mattered. The melody of equality is one that we should sing vehemently until this tune's warning is heeded and embraced indisputably, until it reaches overseas and carries through the warm salt air, until a girl's spirit is liberated and her life has been spared. Every name matters, every life, every plea. A girl's voice trembles, yet the world refuses to see. If we don't end this genocide now, whenever will that be? For I am her and she is me. The only difference is our geography.